The Sakurajima update has had some intended as well as unintended changes to breeding. I have 3 tips for you to avoid making it harder to hatch your perfect pal. So sit back, relax, and feel free to pause and come back to this video when trying to put these tips into practice. The process I use and recommend to breed out unwanted passives has changed. Prior to this update, I was able to hatch pals with no passives. I would then use those blanks to breed out unwanted passives. In this new patch, I have not been able to breed down to a blank. I've tested it with 100 eggs and was not able to hatch a blank with the same setup as before. Since then, I have bred 10 to 20 rank 4 base pals, an army for Bellanoir Libero Ultra, a perfect Bellanoir Libero, as well as currently breeding an army for Blasmat Ryu Ultra. After thousands of eggs, I have not hatched a single blank. This could be an unintended change so that we have to go out and catch wild pals at the start of our breeding process, or it could be an unintended effect from the changes made to breeding, or from the introduction of new pals. I could also be experiencing a bug on my dedicated server. Please let me know in the comments if you have noticed the same in your games. So, from now on, to effectively breed out unwanted passives, you will need to go out and catch a blank when possible, or use a pal with one random passive. Same as before, it will be a matter of time before you hatch a pal with just the passive you need. Bonus tip: once you have a 2-2, 3-1, or 4-0 passive split between both parents, farm out dog coins to buy power fruit to max out all 3 stats in both parents. To do this, turn up pal spawn rate and farm Memogs here. Fly up and down this area looking for Memogs. After a couple passes, fly out of the area for a few seconds to let all the pals despawn. Then fly back in after a few seconds and check the respawns. I use a rocket launcher because sometimes the Memogs spawn taking damage, so that way I can try to kill them before the lava does. Thank you so much to Palworld Fanatic for this tip. After a couple hours, I had 10,000 dog coins to buy all the power fruits I needed to max out both parents. That brings me to my next tip. I recently found out from Khalil King, one of our channel subscribers, that 5 months ago, a Redditor, MGXTS, reverse engineered the code for passive inheritance chances, and found that it doesn't matter which parent has which passive skill, a 2-2, 3-1, and 4-0 passive split have the same odds to pass all 4 passives to the offspring. Also, duplicate passive skills on both parents neither help nor harm inheritance chances. I've linked the Reddit post below, so please go take a look at it. It's helped me immensely, and now I use the 2-2, 3-1, and 4-0 breeding combo in my breeds. I'm sure it can help you too. And for my third tip, when it's possible to crossbreed, use the 4-0 passive split to hatch your breeding parents and skip half the process. For example, if you need to breed your watering Yormatides and you already have bred your working Anubis, you can pair one with a Suzaku with no passives. After some time, you will hatch a parent with 2 passives and the other parent with the other 2 passives, or a parent with 3 passives and the other parent with 1 passive. From there, all you need to do is max out the IVs with power fruit for battle pals, then start breeding. So after deciding on which pal to breed, look to see if you can crossbreed with one of your existing perfect pals before committing to starting from scratch. Don't be afraid to use perfects if they only have 3 or 2 of the passives you want. For example, in my Yormantide army, I used an Anubis with Legend, Musclehead, Ferocious, and Hooligan, and paired it up with a Suzaku that had no passives. Once I hatched a Yormantide with Musclehead, Legend, and Ferocious, I paired it up with a Yormantide that I had bred down to just to have Lord of the Sea. I then maxed out the IVs on both parents. From those parents, I hatched 3 pairs of parents with perfect IVs that had a passive split of either 2-2 or 3-1, and set them to breed 90 perfect Yormantides to battle Blazamut Ryu. I hope these tips come in handy for you. If you made it this far in the video, leave a comment letting me know which of the new pals you can't wait to max out. Stay tuned for my updated breeding guide. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and to stay tuned for more videos like this one. One last thing before I let you go. Don't be afraid to be a good, kind person, because it doesn't cost you anything. I'll see you on the next one.